Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about Standard 10 subject Sanskrit and the 7th chapter by the name Subhashit Kusumani. Subhashit Kusumani. Kusum, the word means flowers and Subhashit means good sayings. So the translation of the title is flowers of good sayings, or we can say another way that 7 inspiring epigrams. As in this particular chapter total 7 verses are there, so we can write like this also, that 7 inspiring epigrams. But if we want to see the translation, then it will be flowers of good saying. Now here this lesson is in a poetry form. Total 7 verses are there. Let me see the introduction part of the lesson. Sushtu bhashitam subhashitam. Sushtu bhashitam subhashitam. That word means that which is said well. That which is said well, it is called subhashit or epigrams. Now, the treasure of epigrams is found in Sanskrit literature. Right? Endless treasure is there in Sanskrit literature for good sayings or epigrams. The literate believe that Prithviya Trini Ratnani Jalam Annam Subhashitam. Those who are literate people, they believe that there are 3 gems in this world. There are 3 gems in this world. Ratnani Jalam Annam Subhashitam. The first gem is water, second one is food, and third one is good sayings or epigrams. There are 3 gems on the earth: water, food, and wise saying. As water and food are inevitable for making, so is epigrams also inevitable. Now, as water and food, it is unavoidable for us. If water and food is not there, then we cannot survive. It is unavoidable. Likewise, epigrams or good sayings is also the same. Jesus said that man does not live by the bread. Man does not live by the bread alone. He implied that food and water are necessary. Food and water are necessary for man like living being, but need of something good like good qualities, good values is also needed and necessary. Further, this says that Sanskrit epigrams introduce not only Indian culture or people, but they also introduce human culture. Sanskrit epigrams does not only represent the India's culture or people, but also introducing human culture. Hence, they guide every human life beyond the place and time. Sanskrit literature guides every human being beyond its time and place. It is an undertaking approach to establish value in human life. Like a friend, these epigrams help in character building of a person. See, as friend is a person who helps us in a difficulty, right? Who teaches us good things. Likewise, these epigrams are there which builds our character. So, epigrams helps in building our character. These epigrams also supply beautiful illustrations of the fact that how can a man experiences happiness and joy by following these things which are worth to be grasped in life. It is a special feature of epigram to convey ocean of wisdom in a small vessel. Now, here they want to say us about the special feature of epigram. Epigrams are hardly of 2 or 4 lines, but in that 2 or 4 lines they are saying valuable thing, moralistic thing which can change any person's life, which can build any person's character. So this is just like a small vessel in which ocean we can contain. We can contain ocean in a small vessel through epigrams, and these epigrams are moralistic and giving values. 7 epigrams are presented here which beautifully describe the value of good people's word. Totally 7 epigrams are there which is represented over here in this particular lesson, and in this 7 epigrams, the very first epigram in which we are going to see the value of good people's words, the value of good people's word. Then second epigram we are going to see usefulness of trees. As you know that trees are the things which is helpful us in many ways. So usefulness of trees. Aquatism of virtues with the efforts. This is the third epigram which we are going to learn from that. Loss caused by unstable minded person. In the fourth epigram we are going to learn about the unstable minded person, and if we are staying with unstable minded person, then how much loss we can have, that we can learn from this epigram. Means of examining man. How can we examine any person? How can we examine any man? That we are going to learn from the next epigram. What following virtues of a great person and nature of a resolute person are presented here, with a view to impart moral values, good qualities and life skill in students who are citizens of tomorrow. Now, the aim for keeping this type of lesson in your syllabus is that to teach moral and values, good qualities and life skill in a student. This is the main purpose for having this lesson in your syllabus, that moral, we are going to impart moral values, good qualities and life skill in a student who are going to become a next citizens of tomorrow. This Subhashitas are presented here. Now one by one we are going to see all the Subhashitas. The very first Subhashita is Sadrishtu Leelaya Proktam Sila Likhitam Aksharam Asiddhah Sapathe Napar Asiddhah Sapathe Napi Jale Likhitam Aksharam. Now here in this particular verse they wants to show us the value of a good people's words. Now let me see the word meaning one by one. Sadrishtu means by a good man. Sadrishtu by a good man, by a good person, right? Leelaya Proktam. Leelaya means is and Proktam means told. Sila Likhitam Aksharam. Sila means a stone, or we can say a big stone, and Likhitam Aksharam means written, the words which is written on that big stone. Asiddhapi means by the weak people, by the bad people. Sapathe Napi. Sapath means oath, by taking oath. Napi Jale Likhitam Aksharam. Jale means in water, Likhitam means written, and Aksharam means the letters. Now write down the word meaning one by one. Asiddhastu. Asiddhastu means by good man. Then Leelaya. Is. Leelaya. Proktam. told Sheila Likitam Aksharam. Sheila means a big stone and Likitam means written, Aksharam means handwriting. And Aksharam means handwriting. Asidrah by with people or bad people, bad person. Sapathe napi, sapatha plus api. Oath. Sapathe napi, oath. Further, Jale. Jale means water and Likhitam Aksharam like written later. Likhitam Aksharam we have already seen. Likhitam means written and Aksharam means writings, right? So here in this particular verse, they wants to say us that words spoken by a good people, words spoken by a good people in a natural way, in a ease, in a casual way, then also it becomes word just like written on a stone. As we know that whatever we have written on the stone, it cannot be removed, right? So those who are a good people, those who are a good people, natural, easily only they will speak something, then it will become just like a written letters which written on the stone, right? Written on the stone. But even a single sentence spoken by the wicked people, and then people will not believe him after if he is speaking after taking oath also. Those who are big people, those who are bad people, if after taking oath also they will say a single sentence, then also people will not believe on them. It will become just like a letter which is written on a watery surface, right? In water, if you are writing any letter, it cannot exist for a second also, right? So those who are good people, whatever they will say in a ease also, then people will believe it and they will truly follow it, right? It will become just like a letters written on the stone. But those who are bad people, weak people, if they will speak any sentence after taking oath also, then also people will not believe them easily, right? It will become just like a letter written on the surface of water. Now, see the translation of this particular verse. So here they want to show us good people are true to their words. They want to teach us that the value of good people's words. So words spoken by saints, words spoken by saints in a natural way, in a natural way, in a natural manner, spoken by the big people with oath becomes later written in the watery surface, becomes later written in the water. See, in this particular words, they wants to show us the value of the words of good people. That words spoken by the saints in a natural way, in a natural manner, becomes words written on stone. But even a single sentence spoken by a weak people with oath, then also it becomes later written in the water. So there is no value of that words which is spoken by the weak people. In short, they want to say us that good people are true to their word. Good people are true to their words. They say what they mean. Whatever they are saying, they are the same thing they mean. So they don't have to eat their words or go back to their own words. Good people, whatever they are saying, the same thing they mean. So they do not have to eat their words. Whatever they have told, it will be just like a letters written on the stone, and their words will be permanent. They will not change their statements on and often, right? And the weak people, and they are talking about the weak people, that weak people likely twist or turn the words in their own language, and they do not mean what they say. So we cannot easily believe on them. Now here words number first is over. You may note down these words in your notebook. Now let me see the second verse, and it is written in Anushtup Chand, Anushtup meter. The second verse is all about the usefulness of tree, the helpfulness of tree. That सेवितव्यो महावृक्षः फलच्छाया समन्वितः. सेवितव्यो महावृक्षः फलच्छाया समन्वितः. यदि देवा फलं नास्ति छाया केन निर्वायते. यदि देवा फलं नास्ति छाया केन निर्वायते. सेवितव्यो, सेवितव्यो means should be served. Mahavruksha, Mahavruksha means a huge tree. Phala, chaya, phala means fruit, and chaya, chaya means shadow. Samanvitaha, Samanvitaha means should be served. Yadi, Yadi means if. Deva phalam nasti, Deva means to give, phalam means fruit, nasti means not. Chaya kena nirvayate, chaya means shadow, kena, kena means by whom, nirvayate means can be prevented. So the word meaning is like this: sevitavyo, sevitavyo means should be served. Mahavruksha, Mahavruksha means huge tree. Huge tree. Then phala chaya. Maha means huge and vruksha means tree. Phala chaya. Phala, phala means fruit and chaya. Here cha chaya and shadow. And shadow. Samanvitaha. Yadi means if. Deva phalam nasti means even if it is not giving fruit. Phalam means fruit, already we have mentioned it. Deva phalam nasti. Chaya, chaya also we have mentioned. Chaya cane, cane means bygone. And nirvayate, nirvayate means can be prevented. Nivaryate, nivaryate means can be prevented. See, we all know the value of trees, that how tree is useful to us, how tree is helpful to us. But here by saying about trees, they want to say about the quality of a good people, that we should be in a company, or we should cultivate, or we should be in a good people's friendship with a great people and successful people. Because if he will not helpful to us in one way, then in another way might be he is going to helpful to us. Now, Sevitavyo Mahavruksha. Mahavruksha. Sevitavyo means should be served. Mahavruksha, huge tree. So the translation is huge trees should be served. Huge trees should be served. Falachaya samanvitam. Falachaya samanvitam means the tree with fruit and shadow. The tree will give us fruit and shadow. Yadi deva phalam nasti. Yadi, yadi means if. Deva means giving. Phalam nasti, not giving fruit. If it is not giving us fruit, chaya kin nirvayate, who can stop its shadow? As we know that trees are helpful to us in many ways. One of the way is by giving us fruit, by giving us shelter. So here they want to say us that the huge trees should be served. Why? The reason is that it will give us fruit. But unfortunately, anyhow, if it will not give us fruit, then who can prevent, who can stop its shadow? So in one or another way, tree is helping us. They want to say that thing to us. Now let me see the translation. Translation is shelter should be taken. Shelter should be taken under a huge tree. With fruits and shadow. Fruits and shadow. Now further they say that unfortunately if it is unfortunately if it is not giving, unfortunately if it is not giving fruits, then who can stop the shadow? particular words, they want to say us that shelter should be taken under a huge tree. Shelter. We should take a shelter under a huge tree with a fruit and shadow. Which is having fruit in it and it also gives shadow. But unfortunately, the huge tree is not having fruits in it, or the huge fruit tree is not giving fruits to us. Then who can stop the shadow? Who can stop the shadow? No one can stop that shadow. As we know that no one can stop that shadow. Here they want to say us that we should be in a company of a good people. From this message, from these words, they want to give us message that we should be in a company of a good people. It is good to cultivate friendship with a good people or a great people, because in one or another way they are going to help us in our life. So here our words number 2 is over. You may note down the words with its meaning and translation in your notebook. Now let us see the third verse, in which we are going to learn about gain of good qualities with great efforts. Gain of good qualities with great efforts, in which आरोप्यते शीला शैले यत्नेन महता यथा. आरोप्यते शीला शैले यत्नेन महता यथा निपात्यते क्षणेनार्ह. निपात्यते क्षणेनार्ह तथात्मा. तथात्मा गुणदोषयोः. गुणदोषयोः. आरोप्यते. आरोप्यते means is placed. Shila. Shila means a great or huge stone. Saile. Saile means on the peak of mountain. Yatnena mahata. Yatna means efforts. Mahata means a huge. Yatha. Just like. Nipatyate. Nipatyate means to push down. Kshanenadha. A single moment. Tathatmaha. Tathatma. Likewise. Similarly. Gun doshayoha. Gun and dosh means good and bad qualities. Now let me see the words with its meaning. Aropyate means is placed. Sila. Sila means a stone. Sila, a stone. Saile on the mountain. On the mountain. Mahata yatnena with great efforts. Mahata means great. Yatnena means efforts. With great efforts. Yatha means like. Nipatyate means pushing down. Kshanenadha Kshanenadha means within a moment. Within a moment. Tathatma similarly. Gun virtues and those means vices. Virtues and vices. So let me see the translation of this particular word. In translation, they want to say us that as with the great efforts, huge stones are placed. Huge stones are placed on the mountain. Huge stones are placed on the mountain. They can be made to fall. They can be made to fall within a single moment. Fall in a moment. Within a moment. Similarly, in case of virtues and vices. Similarly, in the case of virtues and vices, it is difficult to grasp. It is difficult to grasp virtues but easy to fall down. Easy to fall down of vices. Of vices. Sorry, two vices. It is easy to fall down to vices. Now, here in this particular words, they want to say that as with great efforts, a huge stone are placed on the mountain. As we know that if we want to place a huge stone on a mountain, on a peak of a mountain, then it will take great efforts. It will take hard work to take that thing on the peak of mountain. It is great as with a great effort, huge stones are placed on the mountain. They can be made to fall in a moment. See, for taking a stone, a great stone or a big stone on a peak of a mountain, it will take lots of efforts, time and hard work. But the same stone, if you want to have it down on the ground, then a single moment, a single push will bring that stone on earth. So, they can be made to fall in a moment, in a single moment that stone can be at ground. Similarly, likewise, just like that, similarly, in a case of virtues and vices, just like that, in a case of virtues and vices, it is difficult to grasp virtues. It is difficult to build up good qualities in yourself, to build up great character in yourself, but easy to fall down to vices. But it is easy to become a bad person in front of any other person, or have bad qualities. It can be within a moment you can build up. So in short, they want to say us that to cultivate virtues and building good character, to cultivate virtues in oneself and to build a good character in oneself, it will take great time, it will require great effort. आपको अगर किसी के सामने अच्छा बनना है और अच्छे वर्चुअल्स बिल्डअप करने हैं तो उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, बहुत मेहनत लगती है. बट टू डाउनफॉल फॉर हैविंग अ vices or having a bad qualities, just a single effort and you should be the bad one, you should be the weak one in front of anyone's eyes. So here verse number 3 is over. Today we have seen verse number 1st, 2nd and 3rd of the chapter by the name Subhashit Kusumani. Now remaining 4 verses we will see in the next video. You may note down these words in your notebook.